That's a mistake that everybody make when it comes down to checking in. Is either you checking in to get set up and get robbed, or you checking in to get killed. If you got that, just the rules of the streets in LA. It's like people think Beverly Hills is so far away, but the hood is only like 10, 15 minutes away.
Seen it happen to Pop Smoke. Then I seen P&B Rock.
The crazy part about it is I was at Roscoe's when it happened. But he stood on his business, but then it ultimately cost his life.
All right, man. So today we got Luce Cannon, right? Luce Cannon was wrapped up in that big rolling 60s RICO indictment that seen Big U, Luce, Brick Baby, and a bunch of other people being arrested a few days ago. And we got Luce kind of making headlines today with people saying that he has implicated not only himself, but also...
Yeah, bro. So, you know, the people looking at Luce like, hold on, I wonder what was the reason for him saying some of the shit he was saying. I ain't never heard him say the P&B Rock shit. Him and Big U was there when P&B Rock got, you know what I mean? I don't know, bruh. That sounded a little far-fetched. But the people was suspicious of Luce. They like, hold on, bruh. You trying to make it seem like you was just getting hella directives from the big guy. You know what I'm saying? You innocent type shit.
Big U in the murder and robbery of P&B Rock. Now, if you guys remember, P&B Rock was murdered back on September the 12th, 2022, while he was in LA visiting Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle. Apparently, two people approached him while he was in a restaurant. They demanded that he take the chains off of his neck. P&B refused, and so they shot and killed him. Now, a father and son duo were actually implicated and arrested for this crime right here. And for most people, when that arrest was announced, it marked the end of the story. But we are seeing this story have a resurgence online thanks to Luce Cannon, because Luce Cannon has extremely loose lips. And with the RICO indictment that just came out against Big U, it's got a lot of people reading over the details and looking back on things that Luce Cannon has said in the past. For example, the clip that I played at the beginning, you can hear Luce Cannon say, I was actually at that Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles when the entire...
And like I say, they trying to basically fake, they trying to say Luce basically fake implementing Big U, whatever have you, bruh. They also suspect that Luce was just throwing hella shit out there. You understand me? Throwing shit out there. Well, this true, this ain't, this true, this ain't, this. You know what I'm saying? To confuse it or whatever have you. I mean, bruh, they speculations is speculating. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. And this shit is wicked.
Thing went down, which is highly suspicious because we know, based on the paperwork in that complaint that was filed against Big U and everybody, that at one point in time, Luce Cannon kind of worked as an enforcer for Big U. He was the muscle. In the indictment, there are several instances of them talking about Luce Cannon robbing people on behalf of Big U so that they could then extort those people for the things Luce Cannon robbed them for. This is backed up by Luce Cannon throughout numerous interviews that he's done throughout the years, where he basically says, yeah, I was working with Big U. Yeah, I was robbing people. Yeah, we was extorting people. Luce has admitted to this on camera in the past. Well, at some point in time, Luce Cannon, Big U, they have a falling out. And Luce Cannon started to make it a point to speak out against Big U, mostly when he was doing interviews with WAG 100, like the time they were on No Jumper. And Luce Cannon pretty much said that Big U had Nipsey Hussle killed. He said that he knows that.
And that's another thing, bruh. They trying to basically say WAG then fandangled Luce Cannon into saying all this shit. Basically, what's it called? Like basically entrapment, or basically just, yeah, like let him down a dark road, bruh, basically with this shit. And they trying to say he was fake coercing Luce. When Luce was telling the story about the Nipsey shit and all that, WAG kept trying to like say certain shit like, so you saying he didn't know you called him? He like, yeah, I ain't know he called me. So you saying big guy was, you know, type shit. That's what they were saying, bro.
because Big U had actually called his phone prior to Nipsey Hussle dying and told him that Nipsey Hussle was dead. He said he called Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey was still alive. They got off the phone, and a few minutes later, somebody killed Nipsey. So Luce's whole thing was, how would Big U know that Nipsey was about to die if he didn't have something to do with it? That's one example of Luce speaking out against Big U since they had their falling out. But it's not anything new. Since then, he has on multiple occasions called Big U out and spoke on their prior business dealings.
Big U, sweetie pie, you got the Diddy effect going on now. You see how you had all those people riding with you, and then the allegations came out, and then the facts came out? Sweetheart, now everybody is not doing nothing and saying nothing and sticking up. Where's Spider-Loc at? Where is Brick Baby at? Where is all these minions that you had coming out for? Oh, it was a cold weekend for you. Listen, you talking about all this other stuff, trying to change your life. You can't change your life because what in the dark must come to the...
Hey, Brick Baby was holding it down. That's one thing we can see. And that's what was a little suspicious, bro, when Big U say, I don't mess with Luce, I don't mess with W.I.G. We like, all right, we know he on kind of, they fell out for sure. They was close at the point in time. They fell out. But when he say he ain't mess with Brick, I'm like, hold on, bruh. Brick been defending the shit out you. He just been, Brick been acting like y'all was cool and type shit. But, you know.
Like, sweetheart, it don't matter what you did. It could be 20 years from now. Bill Cosby went to jail. R. Kelly went to jail. P. Diddy about to go to jail. You're not exempt.
So as you can see, Luce Cannon ended up not being such a big fan of Big U. He even gave him the name Big Useless and Big Uterus, right? Well, today, like I said, he's kind of making a little bit of headlines because there is this clip right here going viral of Luce Cannon doing an interview where he speaks on this situation about P&B Rock and him and Big U actually being at the scene of the crime when P&B Rock was killed. Now, the guy who posted this, Chicago Ghetto 3, he wrote a caption on here that says Luce Cannon admits him and Big U robbed and killed Philly rapper P&B Rock over his jewelry. And I just want to say that's not necessarily what Luce Cannon says in this clip. He doesn't say that we're the ones responsible for P&B Rock and what happened to him, but what he does say is that we were on location. We were there. And I think given the history of Big U that has recently been exposed in this complaint or this indictment, I think that this information is super relevant right now. And given the history of Big U having people robbed so that he could then extort them after it went down, and knowing that Luce Cannon at this point in time when P&B Rock died was like an enforcer for Big U, I think that it kind of sheds a new light on what may have went down, right? Y'all listen to this clip.
Rock got killed in the
Roscoe's.
yeah.
So I felt it was like super messed up because at the end of the day, it was me and Big Useless in there when it happened. So when it happened, I wish I could have just told.
I gotta keep it G real though, bro. I think by the time when P&B Rock met his untimely demise, I think Big U and Luce Cannon was already at odds. You understand me, bro? That's what I think. And we can do some timestamps.
I'm like, bro, just give up the jury and we get it back to you later. But it just happened so fast and he wasn't cooperating. And that's when they took it off of him by force. You get what I'm saying?
What do you say to a person who won't give up their jury when something like that's happening?
No, give it up and then check in with the real people. So we're going to find a jury and we're going to get it because we know all the pawn shops, we know all the people that's going to melt it down and everything like that. So as soon as it comes on their table, we got it. Okay, get it, go in that back room, make that phone call, put them on the phone. That's how it works.
So if you listen to what Luce Cannon is saying, he's saying, nah, bro, if you get robbed in LA, what you need to do is give it up and then check in with the real people so we can get it back for you. And we know because we just read the indictment.
Facts, bro. Give it up. Don't even hesitate. Speaking of, we seen a situation. I know y'all heard is good. So I can made it about the situation. Fake unscathed, I guess. He took a leg shot or something, but yeah, they were saying it was a fake robbery. Then they were saying bruh ran off. Rest in peace to bruh. Condolences to his family. Whatever went on, it was some weird shit, of course. But the people was speculating that it was a robbery and niggas dangling and doing too much with the money. Bruh, give it up, bruh. Do not be acting fake tough, especially if you having hella money. Like the niggas who coming to rob you, bro, they probably finna be up for 2 weeks off your little chain or, whatever. It might sustain them for a little bit. You got access to hella more ducats, hella more ice, hella more chains, and hella shit. But you want to act tough, and you putting it in niggas' faces. That wasn't what happened, but just that's the sentiment I was getting when I first heard that was what happened. I'm like, hold on, bro. Niggas acting like they don't want to give it up. Crazy, bro.
The other day that this is the exact activity that Big U was exhibiting. This is the exact activity that Luce Cannon was taking part in. This is exactly what they had going on. And I think the wording that Luce Cannon used in this situation in particular is kind of telling, right? You need to give it up. You need to check in with the right people. We can get it back for you. This is how their extortion racket worked. Now, he doesn't say, like the title of that video says, he doesn't say that they did it, but he does say that they were on scene. They were in the location. And what do you guys think the odds are of Big U, somebody that is running a racket like this, and Luce Cannon, somebody that is enforcing this racket? What do you think the chances are that they just happen to randomly be at this exact restaurant at the exact time that P&B Rock was there, and while he was being robbed for his things? I'm not gonna say this proves that they were involved, but I'm gonna say that this is a very substantial coincidence. Yeah, that's what I'm rolling with, a substantial coincidence. Now, another thing that I found interesting about this whole situation is I actually found a clip from an interview that P&B did with Bootleg Kev, where they actually discussed these kind of robberies happening in LA. And P&B Rock said that they had tried to do this to him multiple times before the time that ended in him losing his life, right? And I thought that that was interesting, to say the least.
There's some Grand Theft Auto shit going on right now.
Fuck, bro. You seen that shit where a nigga just walked up on
in the restaurant?
And was, yeah, bro, that shit was goofy to me.
Me and my wife keep it super low key, but I tell my wife when we go out to eat, I'm like, leave it.
And then the people will look at it like, hold on, bro. It was an OG involved. Big G was an OG. I don't know where OG was from though that was involved. I don't know if it was Crip affiliation or whatever. OG and his son, right? But and another thing is if Big U was, cause first off, if they was even there, for one, all right, that's some strange shit. But if they was there, and if they was there and they had a why would they call somebody or have somebody else do it when they got the ability? He got Luce with him. Nigga, Luce could have grabbed him or whatever had you. But
she got a big ass wedding ring. I'm like, leave that shit at the crib. I don't even want to have to.
I feel you though, bro. You don't want, unless you're gonna move around with security, and you don't want to have to do that shit every time you go out.
100%.
Feel me? Like that should be ass, bro.
People are targets out here, and especially
niggas tried me out here a couple times. You feel me? Like I ain't gonna lie, but that shit don't never work. You feel me? I be too on point. Like I'm from the same shit y'all trying to do. I done did the shit. You feel me? Like I done.
You're ready for that kind of.
Fuck yeah, bro. Yeah. Like, I be on it. You can't. Feel me?
A lot of people need to.
Hey, shout out KB Goes Live, bro. I be tapped in, you know that. Yeah. Fuck with the channel, all that, right? Yeah, I seen that too, the clip of P&B Rock. That's why when it happened, right, it was like fake, like, it was like, damn, bro, you ain't learned your lesson from the last time it was fake pushed up on you or whatever. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I definitely agree with Luce though when he say get that shit up. Don't not play, bro. That ain't no materials, nothing worth your life, bro. Or even worth you getting a nick on your body. You know what I'm saying? Getting a scratch, nothing, bro. All that, get that shit up, bro. Niggas be trying to act like, oh, it's hella rhetoric in the community that's detrimental, bro, to some of the people who might need to be operating in some of these areas. And like it just be hella crazy. It just hella weird shit that's in the community, bro. Like niggas are, like it'll be hella niggas running around because I hear it's a bunch of shit going on. They talking about this person to snitch, this person to snitch, but really people don't be wanting to take accountability, bro, and fix what they did the last time. Either become a better criminal, keep that shit to yourself when you do it this time around, or change your life, bro, and do the shit right or whatever. How you? Cause they go. You can't do certain shit without them trying to get in your business, bro, and make sure you go do some time for that shit. You know that, so don't be, bro. It's a trip, yeah, but. Oh, and matter of fact, let me do this little research for y'all, bro. I don't know, and then I think P&B Rock, so he might be right on the timestamp, bro. You know what I'm saying? But Luce, they be on Luce for fabricating a lot of shit. They do, bro. But then, they be only, I guess the federales feel like he be telling the truth. Shit crazy, because they pick him up off word of mouth, I guess that's what they try to say. And we're going to get into that, bro. We're going to get into their paperwork, break baby, supposed paperwork, and all this shit. We're going to get into all that, bro. And we're going to hear it out. It ain't to scrutinize them. Our brick, free him. Free brick, free Luce, nigga. Straight up, free Huey. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just on some, fight the power type shit. Like, so, it ain't, I ain't scrutinizing them hella heavy. Yeah, bro, they got a long fight ahead of them. And shit, man, like, y'all let me know what y'all think.
Hey, nigga thinking he is pimping, you was getting played. All this faking going on, it's like we in charade.